right, what's up? We're officially live. Happy Juneteenth. Got a holiday today, so the markets have been closed. This is the Swinging Bull with PB Alerts. Welcome to the stream. Just kind of a little bit of a quicker stream today. Just wanted to show everyone kind of the types of trading that I do in the Discord, and then kind of open my portfolio up and show you some of the open trades that I have. So with that said, let me go ahead and share my other screen here. I'm just going to take a quick look at some of the types of trades that I do in the Discord, PB Alerts. So I've got a couple slides here. One of the main strategies I've been doing, especially this year, I've been trading it for years though. It's actually one of my most consistent and profitable strategies. It's the wheel strategy. I know a lot of you have probably heard of it before, but basically we target income. Okay, we target weekly or monthly income. Depends if you want, if you're looking for weekly income, then you target the weekly expiration dates. If you're looking for monthly income, then usually our contracts are 30 to 45 days out for the expiration date. But basically we start off by selling cash secured puts, and we earn premium and income when we're doing that. And we just kind of keep doing that over and over again until one day, eventually we get assigned. And then when that happens, we actually own shares, but because of all the premium we've been collecting on the cash secured puts, our cost basis is actually a lot lower than the strike we were assigned at. So I'll kind of show you a little bit of that here in a little bit. So basically, once we're assigned shares, then we can turn around and start selling covered calls on our position, further reducing our cost basis. And that's also generating income as well. And then we just kind of rinse and repeat that until our shares get called away, and then we just kind of start all over again. So that's kind of just a quick summary about one of the strategies. Is the wheel strategy. And it's where we target either weekly or monthly income. Okay. The other strategy I do, which I like to employ on certain types of stocks, is the buy plus right strategy. This is where we're long shares. Okay. But then we're simultaneously short call options, which would be our downside hedge, right? Now, also the short call, while we're long shares, the short call is going to produce income. So while we're waiting for the shares to appreciate, we could be making money by selling calls right above the price. So this is another strategy I like using. I mainly employ this strategy on stocks that pay a dividend, because I don't want to start off by selling cash secured puts on a stock that pays a dividend, because I want to own the shares right away so I can start collecting the dividend right away, and then we can sell calls. So that's the other strategy that I do in the group, and we've made quite a bit of money this year on it. I've made thousands. A lot of the members have made thousands right along with me. I post all my trades in the Discord group. So there's a link in the description if you want to join for free. So anyways, those are the kind of just a rundown of the two strategies that I do. So let me kind of just close this out real quick. And then what I wanted to do is go over a couple trades that I currently have open. I'll go over the spreadsheet first, and then I'll pull up the positions on my broker. So let's go over the Mara one first. This is actually like the fourth trade I've done on Mara this year. Had 3 successful trades on it already. Made about close to $2,000 on just Mara this year alone. And what I've been doing is basically running the wheel on it. I've been, the premiums are real juicy. One of the reasons why I did feel comfortable wheeling Mara is because if you look at some of their financials, especially on the quarterly basis, they finally started pulling a profit. They started pulling a profit I believe it was Q4 of last year. And then they recently reported earnings, and they're still very much green and have net profitable income on their income statement. So felt comfortable going ahead and wheeling this stock now that they're a profitable company. And again, the premiums are just so great on Mara, and it's definitely been the gift that's kept on giving all year. So this is my most recent trade. This is actually the 4th one I've done this year. Opened this up on May 22nd. It was about a 30-day hold. And I sold the $20 cash secured put. I got $144 for each one I sold. I sold 2 of them. So ended up bringing in, after commissions, it was around $286. I'll show you the position on my portfolio here in a minute, but I just wanted to show you how I kind of keep track of the premium that I collect on a spreadsheet on the side. Just kind of look at it from a bird's eye view. So in this scenario, and this expires this Friday, so I only got to hold it for a couple more days. And there's two scenarios. One, if Mira's above $20 by Friday, then I just keep this as pure income. Okay, $144 for each one. I sold two. All right. So that's scenario number one. Scenario number two, if Mira does fall below $20 by Friday, then yes, I will get assigned shares of Mira. I sold two contracts, so I'll get assigned 200 shares. But look at what my cost basis would be. It's only going to be $18.56 per share because the premium I collected when I sold the cash secured puts is going to reduce my overall cost basis. So I'm actually okay with either scenario. Look, if Mira stays above 20 by Friday, then I'll just, this is just going to be free income for me. And if Mira drops below 20, then what I'll do is I'll turn around and sell covered calls. And I'll just kind of pull up Mira option chain real quick and just kind of show you. So I'll just go like 30 days out, July 19th, which puts us on the monthly cycle anyways. And got the single option on here. So what if I do get assigned shares? Obviously, Mira will be below 20. So I'm not going to be selling a call, this $20 call right here. It's probably going to be the one a little bit out of the money. So you could see though, the one right outside the money is paying like $180, right? So if I do get assigned shares on Mira this Friday, then Monday morning when the regular session opens, then I'm going to be selling covered calls on it. So this will just be an example, but I'll just rinse and repeat the 20s. And then, it'd be about 4 weeks out. And we just looked at the option chain, 30 days out for the call right outside the money. Pays about $180. So if that happens, then that's $180 a contract. I'll sell two of them again, which that's going to be some decent income there. So if I'm selling them for $180 each, I can sell two of them because I have 200 shares. That's another $360 in income. Okay, total of $324 a contract in profit since I started wheeling it. And look what it does to my cost basis. Now my cost basis went from $18.56 down to $16.76 from a $20 assignment. Okay, and it didn't cost me any extra capital outside of the capital I needed when I originally got assigned shares. So that's kind of just an example. If I get assigned shares, I'll be able to drop my cost basis well into the $16 range from a $20 assignment, just over 2 trades. That's kind of the beauty of it, why I like it. So that would be the plan if Mira does drop below 20 by Friday. All right. And that's the thing. Out of those two scenarios, I'm okay with either scenario, right? So let me actually pull up the position so I can kind of show y'all the profit that's already on the table now. And I did consider taking this profit yesterday. Let me just pull this over. This is my Fidelity account. Got almost 40K in here. Okay. This is the current Mira position. And you can see right here, I sold 2 contracts. So we got -2. Total premium that I received when I sold these cash secured puts was $286. You can see that on the right here on my screen. And also looking at this position, you can see right here in the middle, I got over $200 profit on the table. Got $206 profit on the table out of this 286 that I sold. So, I did consider taking the profit yesterday, but because today the markets were closed, I was like, hey, maybe I'll just squeeze a free day out of this, and I'll check and see what's going on with Mira tomorrow. But still got 80 more bucks to get out of it. I got $200 on the table now, but so close to expiration, I'm just going to take a shot at getting that remaining 80. And then, like I said, I'm going to get this money no matter what, whether I get assigned or not. So I'm going to get this no matter what. So this will be a $286 payday just on Mira this Friday. So this expires Friday, June 21st. So that's one of my positions on my Fidelity account. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way because I do have another. I actually have 6 open positions. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and share all 6 positions with everyone. I'm just going to show you a couple. So we went over this Mara one. I'll go over another one, and then that probably be good for today. Yeah, go ahead and save that, close that down. So the other wheel that I've been doing is JetBlue. This one has paid great. This is the second one I've done on JetBlue this year because I was collecting income on it in January and February and early March, and that wheel fully rotated. I made over $1,000 on it, and now this is the second one, and I'm doing 10 contracts at a time on this one. And you can see I started selling cash secured puts on this in towards the end of March 19th. But you can see all this credit that's been accumulating. And the funny thing is I've been doing 10 contracts at a time. So I've collected $59 a contract so far times 10. So I've brought in $590 on this particular JetBlue wheel. The funny thing is I don't even own one single share. I've just been selling cash secured puts for income. I brought in $590 and don't even own any shares yet. So and I even put a little note here, not assigned yet. But so I haven't even been assigned yet. Already brought in $590. If you know, in this situation, because JetBlue, I think would it close out yesterday, like 570 or something like that. I guess I can check real quick. Let me see. JetBlue right here. Yeah, looks like it closed at 566. Yep, right here, 566. So technically, it's still above my strike that I sold, and this also expires on Friday, June 21st. So 2 scenarios with this: if JetBlue stays above 550 by Friday, then this is just going to solidify my most recent trade, which is my 4th trade I've done on this wheel. I sold 10 of them, collected $160, which added to my total income I've made to $590. But if JetBlue stays above 550 by Friday, then this will just be solidified, the 160 here, and then total out the door income on this wheel so far, because I haven't even been assigned yet, is $590. Now the other scenario is if JetBlue falls below 550 by Friday, which could happen. Then I finally will get assigned at 550. Okay, but I mean, it took 4 trades to even get assigned. So after all this premium I collected over the course of these 4 trades, I finally get assigned on my 4th time. That's assuming JetBlue's below 550 on Friday. The beautiful thing is yeah, I get assigned at 550, but because of all the premium I collected, my technical cost basis is only $4.91. So, I'm in a great position on this trade. This is exactly what we want happening when we're wheeling stocks is, we want to rinse and repeat the income as much as we can. And, leading up to the day when we do finally get assigned, but our cost basis is so much below the assignment that we have such a head start on the stock. And it's a beautiful thing. So this is actually the ideal situation we want to be in, no matter what. And look, if JetBlue stays above 550 on Friday, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a 5th trade. I'm going to sell a 5th batch of cash secured puts, and let's say I pull in another 0.16. Okay, I'll do another batch of them. Then that'll bring the total income on this trade up to $750 that I've collected, and I'll be sitting on a 475 cost basis if I was to get assigned eventually at 550. So you kind of see how the magic works here. And JetBlue's been a great stock to wheel this year. I know the airline sector can be a little risky, but it's made me so much money this year, and now we're heading into the summer months where I know travel's gonna tick up some, so they'll probably be heading into a pretty good earnings report. And I've made several thousands of dollars on it this year, so I'm okay to just keep wheeling it. I mean, if they want to pay me all year to write contracts on this, I'll do it. I'll definitely do it. So that's kind of where I'm at with this JetBlue play. It's been paying some great money, and this is an open trade. So those were two trades I've been making some good money on. And again, in the Discord PB alerts, that's mainly what I specialize over there is I sell to open options. That's mainly what I do. Okay. So I'm an options seller, basically providing liquidity to the options chain by writing contracts. All right. So that's the deal with that. Just wanted to give everyone. Oh yeah, let me show you the open JetBlue position on my Vanguard account real quick. Give me 1 second and let me log in and then drag the screen over so y'all can see it. Because everything I alert in the Discord, I am personally trading it. Okay. I'm not in the Discord just throwing out random alerts and not actually trading them. Okay. So that's very important for me. And for you, y'all want me to have skin in the game, and that's how I kind of run my channel over there. But let me pull up this JetBlue position. Give me 1 second here. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is my Vanguard account. Let me get past this splash screen here. Okay, so this is my Vanguard account here. I'll just put it right in the middle. Got a little over 31K in here. I did start this account with only 20,000. Okay, I'm up over 10,000 on this account. You can see right here as of May 31st, 25% return. But let me just show you this JetBlue position that we just went over on that spreadsheet. So this was my original transaction down here on May 22nd. I sold 10 contracts of the 550 puts, cash secured puts. $150 in premium is what I sold. You can see right here, I got 110 bucks on the table right now. This particular option does expire this Friday, but I sold 150 worth, so I got another 40 bucks to go, right? And kind of similar to the mirror trade I was showing y'all. Since the market was closed today, that kind of brings me 1 day closer to the expiration, which I think is a good thing for me as an option seller. Because we all know most options expire worthless, especially the out of the money ones. But that's why I decided to be on the selling side of the transactions. I started doing that years ago, and that's why they kind of brought me onto the Discord years ago too, is because I think people need to know how to sell to open options. It's another strategy that a lot of people don't know about and just aren't educated on. And I get a lot of income by doing it. But anyways, this is the JetBlue position. You can see I got 110 bucks on the table. I did think about taking this money yesterday, but since the market was closed today, I figured, what the hell, I'll just try and take it to expiration, because I do still got another 40 bucks to get out of it to get me to my 150. But just between the JetBlue trade and so the JetBlue trade's 150, I'll collect on Friday. The mirror trade was 286. I'll collect on Friday. Just those two positions, Friday is going to be, over a $400 payday for me just on those two positions. But keep in mind, I have 6 open positions. So typically, do the math. I usually average about 300 bucks each every 30 days. And if you got 6 of them going, you can easily be close to a couple $1,000s a month in income. And that's literally what I like doing. Because at the end of the year, I take all my profits and I basically roll them into, I do private lending real estate as well. So normally I'll take my trading profits at the end of the year. I'll roll it all into private lending deals where I collect interest every month from people paying basically loans, which is strictly passive. There's no screen time involved with that. But I truly love going through the whole year, making all this money on the wheels, and then boom, I can do another private lending deal and increase my monthly passive income that I'm getting. So anyways, just to kind of give you an idea on the numbers. And like I say, I got 6 of these open right now. Friday's payday for me, and all the members, a bunch of the members have taken all my trades, and we have a lot of fun. But with that said, to kind of wrap this up, okay, it's been about 20 minutes here. I just wanted to make today's stream kind of quicker because I know it's a holiday and stuff like that. But let me, okay, cool. Got some people showed up in the Discord. Got Farouk in here. Nikki, what's going on? Sailor Brown, Snowflake. Just make sure I didn't miss any comments here. Got almost 100 people tuning in from Twitter and Twitch and YouTube. So welcome, y'all. Usually we get around 1,000 people tuning in, but again, today is a holiday and people are probably with their families or what have you. Let me see here. Just looking at some comments in the Discord, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, Farouk, yeah, good to see you. Glad you came to hang out with us. Let me see here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so let me I want to just show, because since we got 100 people tuning in here, let me go over some of the profits we pulled in this past week. I'm just going to go to the main profit channel on our Discord. I'll kind of pull that over into the screen here. So this was yesterday. Obviously, market's closed today, so we don't got no profits today. But nice hit or nice post. 29% though on this account. I mean, you're beating. That's almost 30%. So you're beating the S&P average by 3x, and hasn't even been a full year yet. So let me give you some emojis on that snowflake. That's great to see. We got Demon Fox had a $262 day yesterday. Give him some emojis for that. Farouk, congrats on the profit you got on Microsoft. Farouk pulled in $760 on Microsoft. Nice hit. Nice way to kind of end the day right before we have a little holiday, right? This was Yoda Bomb. Oh yeah, I did some live trading with the Discord group yesterday morning, as a matter of fact, and had 3 successful trades. We scalped SPY twice. First, we played calls at the open. Then we shorted Mara for a scalp, and then we did puts on SPY for the third trade. Ended up being 3 for 3. Just some quick morning coffee money. That's what it is for me. Just make some quick money, get out, and go go enjoy your lunch, and maybe in the afternoon you can do some more stuff. But was a fun morning, and this Yoda had a smaller account and finally broke the 500 mark, so he was pretty happy with that. Bam had some nice hits here, and another hit by Bam. And Bam had a good day. 8x, he's one of our analysts that puts alerts out. Nice 47% win here, $64. Nice. Farouk got some more money on Microsoft. Really nice. Pookie giving an update on some of his trades. He had 3 trades, and pulled in over 9%, almost 10% on those 3 trades. So that's good. And Colamp had a sweet day, over $200 day there. So that's great. And yeah, so as you can see, we have a lot of fun here. Full transparency, we do have losers. Okay, I'm not just here to show you, the only winners, but I can kind of go through the recaps here, and let me just scroll down. So most days are pretty solid. Like this was a full winner day. That was yesterday. Yeah, here's some losers here. So full transparency, we post the losers too. We're not here to hide anything. But that's a pretty sweet recap there. Mostly green. Had a couple losers sprinkled in here, but again, mostly green. The perfect green day on here. This was 2 days ago. So we have a lot of fun, and another beautiful thing is we have different coaches, because that's kind of like our newest thing right now. Is we have 4 different coaching groups, and it depends on the type of trader you are. So the first coaching group we have is run by Ethan. Okay, he's actually working at a prop firm right now, but he live trades every day. In the mornings, he always trades the market open, and he specializes in day trading options. Okay, his name's Ethan, and that's kind of the day trading coaches area. And the next coach down is Lee. He goes by Mr. SLP on Discord. If all you like to do is swing trade stocks, like you just want to trade equity and swing equity, this is the coach's corner you want to be in, because this is all they do there. All they do is swing trade equity here. Okay. So that's another coach. Then there's the next coach down is actually me. Okay, my coaching corner is labeled options income, because that's what I do. I target income by selling to open options. All right. So if you're interested in learning some advanced options trading, maybe learning how to do some iron condors or some iron flies, or just straight up butterflies, or I sell a lot of credit spreads. I sell a lot of puts. I sell a lot of calls. So if you're interested on being on the sell to open side to generate weekly or monthly income, then you're going to want to come see me. Okay. And I even got my own profit channel here, and we've been just having a blast here, bringing in several hundreds of dollars every single week, and there's a ton of members that are up quite a bit this year. Here's Tony B. Yeah, he made over $1,000 on Mara last time we played Mara. But we're just having a blast in here, and the next coach down is our technical analysis coach. So maybe you're just hardcore into technical analysis and you're a technical analysis trader. This is Jay. Okay, he's our last coach here, and he's probably the best technical analysis trader I've ever met. So if you're into trading the charts and technical analysis level, supply and demand, support, resistance, all kinds of patterns, Fibonacci trading, anything you can think of, this is definitely the coach's corner you want to be in. Okay. Let's see here. Got a question on, looks like Twitter. Says you bought SNOA for 33 cents. What do you think? Yeah, we can take a quick look at it. Let me just open up Webull and we take a look at the chart. Now, don't be mad if you don't like what I got to say, because I'm more of a fundamental. I check the balance sheets and the income statements, and so I'm going to give you my honest opinion of what I feel about the company, but then I'll let you know what I think about the chart, because I do a lot of technical analysis, cash grabs. I'm not saying I only trade good companies, which I mainly do, especially my swing trades. I make sure the fundamentals are sound. But if I'm doing a quick technical analysis cash grab, I really don't care what the financials are, because I'm just trading the chart, right? But let's take a look. Let's take a look. And this is a SNOA to see what we got here. Okay, pharmaceutical company. This thing's popped a couple times recently. And looks like it's, this is the third time it's popped since about a month ago, May 16th. Popped up to 29 cents, popped up to 33, and just recently popped up. Yeah, that's that's a tough one, because you definitely bought at the high on all three of these pumps. I'm not saying it's all doom and gloom, because maybe we get continuation on this but the thing is look, this was a red candle that just printed yesterday, so it's all the way, it basically retraced back down 100%. So that's kind of a little ouch. You really got to be careful with the pharmaceutical companies, the biotech companies, and the therapeutic companies. You can probably throw all three of those in one basket, and they're very high risk. And I'll just kind of go over a couple things that I look for before I put my hard-earned money into a trade. And just like one thing, just right off the bat, they got a negative PE ratio. Their EPS is negative. They do got a low float, so I wonder if maybe did they do a reverse split recently? Not really seeing that. Yeah, well, the last one they did was in 2019, so it's been about 5 years since they did that, which is probably why their float's kind of low right now. But anyways, keep your eye on PE ratio, keep your eye on EPS. We want to see those two figures, positive numbers, to give us some confidence that, hey, this is a stock I don't mind holding. If these things should pop off the page at you, that, if these things are negative, and I'll show you some other things that you could just look at a bird's eye view, that, let's just kind of continue. I'll show you, but let's look at the income statement. This would be a red flag for me. They can't pull a profit. They've had negative net income for 5 quarters in a row. That's a little concerning for me. And my point is I'm not saying that you shouldn't trade these, but if the company is in this type of shape, you should probably only be day trading it. And again, it's not financial advice, of course. I'm just telling you my opinion and what I've been trading for almost 10 years now. And, I tell you, there's certain things that I won't swing. I won't hold it overnight, no matter what, because I only got to get kicked in the ass once for me to know that, okay, maybe I should be on the lookout for that, right? But this negative net income, really concerning for me. This alone would mean that I would only day trade this. And again, I'm sorry if you're not liking what you're hearing, but maybe I can say something that can help you in the future to where, oh, hey, look, this, I'm thinking about trading this other stock, and maybe you can look at a couple of these things, and it'll help with your confidence level as to how long should I be trading it? Should I only be day trading it? Is this safe to swing for a couple weeks? Or, what kind of state is the company in? Um, and this negative net income is just a little concerning for me. So another thing I like to also check is the debt to asset ratio, because I don't like when a company is over leveraged. We call it DOL, which is degree of leverage. And if their debt to asset ratio is above 100%, that would definitely be a red flag for me, because that means the company is over leveraged. Okay. But if it's below 100%, I'm usually okay with it. All right. A little bit of good news for Sonoma Pharmaceutical, because I know I kind of haven't said anything good about it, but their debt to asset ratio is pretty low. Okay, it's only 54%. That is good. Okay, that means they have plenty of assets to cover whatever lingering debt they have. So there is a plus here. They got a very good debt to asset ratio. But what scares me again is they're just having trouble pulling a profit. Okay. And I want to see like their next earnings, because it does look like they're getting closer to baseline. Because, they were losing like around 1.5 mil a quarter. But the most recent, they lost 870,000, but they almost cut that in half from the previous earnings. So it does look like it's getting better. But for me, I need to see their next earnings and see if they're actually able to pull a profit. But that's what I got on the fundamental side on this. For me personally, I would only day trade it. Okay. As far as technical analysis goes, we can take a quick look at the chart. Again, the very first thing I do is usually pull up the monthly chart or the weekly. And, if the stock looks, it's just a straight descent down on the monthly or weekly chart. Again, very risky to trade. Very risky to trade. What's concerning for me is that it did have two fantastic pumps up. The first one basically tapped 30 cents. The second one, which was May 29th, hit 33 cents. I just don't like how it retraces 100% after every single one. Like usually you want to see higher lows on the technical analysis side, right? But you could pop a Fibonacci on any one of these, and we got left and right 100% retracers. Like, we got the pump to 30 here, basically retraced 100%, comes back up to 33 again, and I guess it's kind of making higher lows very slightly, but if your average is in the 30s, and I'm kind of wondering, if your average is at 33, you must have bought back here. So, my first question would be, why didn't you cut your losses at this most recent pump that had on Friday or yesterday? I'm sorry. That would be my first question. But, unfortunately, it sounds like you might be upside down on the position, and sometimes we gotta pay tuition, and I can't tell you whether to buy or sell or anything like that. But me personally, just remember moving forward, a company like this, it's me personally, I would only day trade it, and just then you don't have to worry about losing sleep at night, and also if you're losing sleep at night on a trade, then it's probably a couple things going on there. Number one, you probably put too much money in the play. You probably over allocate yourself. If it's an option contract and you're losing sleep at night, it's either you bought too many, or the expiration date is too soon, and like you didn't put enough time on it. And those are usually the problems people have when trading options. But just be careful in these penny stocks. And again, just keep in mind, pharmaceutical, biotech, or therapeutic. Yes, there could be a huge reward there, but it's also a huge risk. Okay. The red line, that's the 200 moving average on the daily chart there. Just the 200. I like using the 20 and the 200. These are just regular moving average. I'll whip out the exponential moving averages on the smaller time frames, but I like the regular moving averages on here. But yeah, it looks like that last pump it basically got rejected off this 200 MA. But yeah, I wish I had better news for you on this company, but I just would have only day traded it. So again, I'm sorry if I didn't have anything better for you there, but just extremely risky company. Okay, only $300 into it. Yeah, so I mean, I know everyone has different portfolio sizes. 300 to someone might be a lot, whereas 300 to someone else might be a drop in the bucket. So as long as you didn't over allocate, this might be kind of a lesson for you. You might have to pay a little tuition on this one, but just keep in mind, for me personally, I definitely like positive PE ratio. I like positive EPS. I do like to see that they're pulling a profit, which means, and I'm not talking about revenue, I'm talking about net income after revenue. So I do like to see net income profitable, basically positive, right? And then I like to see the debt to asset ratio below 100%. If you can, and that's just a simple checklist that can maybe help a lot of you, maybe write that down. And just before you go deep in some of these plays, at least check the checklist and make sure it's something that is a company that is a good company. And so yeah, anyways, that's I wish I had better news for you on SNOA, but it's just not there for me. Let's see here. Gabriel on YouTube, welcome. Thoughts on KBH? Yeah, KB Homes just did earnings, didn't they? We were looking at that yesterday. I got to go 4-hour chart. Yeah, there it was. Okay, yeah, so they had a positive reaction to earnings from what I remember. Yep, right here. They actually wicked up to 72 and then came back down. If I remember correctly on this one, they beat EPS, they beat revenue, and they adjusted the remainder of fiscal year 2024 guidance upwards. So I really like what the earnings results from KB Homes, from what I was able to read from it. So my personal opinion about KB Homes, I'm bullish, 100% bullish on KB Homes. And you want to know why? Because of the limited supply of existing homes. Okay. The housing supply for existing homes is very, very limited right now. So what are people doing? They're gravitating to new home builders because the new home builders can offer much better incentives than what you would get on a traditional existing home sale from a traditional seller. New home builders can buy down your rate. They can pay your closing costs. They can give you a free upgraded appliance package, free flooring upgrade pack. I mean, there's so many incentives that the new home builders are offering, because this is new home builders. This is the time for them to strike. Okay, and this is why I'm bullish on that whole sector. And don't forget, we also have Lennar Homes. I believe that's LEN. We also have Pulte Homes. I think it's PUL. Let me just type it in. Yeah, the Pulte Group. They're big in Florida. So is Lennar. So just a couple other tickers that are home builders to maybe put on maybe start a watch list called New Home Builder Watch List. Just keep your eye on them. And listen, the limited supply in existing homes in the current real estate market, it's not going to get better anytime soon. Okay, and that's why there has been a trend that's been uncovered this year through the data that's being released by the Mortgage Bankers Association and things of that nature, some of the sources that I check, where the new home builders, their sales are up. There's people gravitating towards new home builders because there's no existing home inventory. Okay, so I love KB Homes, and again, we'll just look very positive PE ratio, 8.58. Positive EPS trailing 12 months, but still 7.35. There's even a cherry on top, 1.47% dividend yield. So that's a little passive income that you'll collect while you're waiting on shares to appreciate. I love it. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, it's night and day difference from like a biotech stock or something. Financials, first thing I'm going to look at is net income. Are they profitable? Well, hell yeah, they're profitable. Look at this. Looks like they usually in the range of 125 million to 165 million net positive net income range. Very, very consistent. And even the Q1 earnings that they reported, they actually ended up turning year-over-year numbers green. That's definitely a good sign. That's kind of a trend change there. Year-over-year numbers went from red to green. I like seeing that. But beautiful net income. KB Homes is doing fantastic. Little tidbit of information. Their average sales price nationwide for a brand new home from KB Home is $483,000. I thought that was interesting. Which that is the basically the average sales price that KB Home has, which is actually up a little bit. So I thought that was interesting there. Looking at the balance sheet, debt to asset ratio only 41%. I love this company. I love it. Another one asked, okay, never mind. I was reading something else, but just these quick things I'm looking at. This is a great company, and they pay a dividend. So absolutely, I'd feel comfortable holding this company in a longer term position. This would be a no-brainer. Now, obviously, incorporate some technical analysis. Maybe try and get it on a pullback or something. Try and get the best deal you can. And look at it this way. Depending on your portfolio size, once you start accumulating shares, once you get to 100 shares, then you can start writing contracts against your position. You can sell some covered calls to further, to reduce your cost basis on your shares, number one, and it'll allow you to generate some income month after month while you're waiting for the shares to appreciate. Maybe you could sell some 10 or 20 Delta calls or something, just look at the option chain and kind of see what fits there. But yeah, I'm definitely a fan of KB Homes. All right, it's been about 45 minutes. Wow, got over 200 people tuning in. Welcome everybody. Again, I was showing everyone my portfolio earlier and showing some open trades that I had at the beginning of the stream. And I didn't mean for this stream to go on for hours and hours, because I know today's a holiday and the market's closed. People are probably trying to recharge their battery, spending time with family, that kind of thing. But yeah, we have a lot of fun in the Discord. Again, my name's Swinging Bull with PB Alerts. If you want to join for free, there's a link in the description. I'm not here to sell you anything. Look, and we even, from what the feedback I've been getting, our free section actually offers quite a bit compared to the other Discords. At least that's what the members are telling us, is there's so much in free. They kind of wonder why we're giving it away for free. But we do live trade it every week with the free members. But of course, if you want the bread and butter and be on the coaching sessions with the coaches and actually, get, I got some solid, like I say, I usually have about 5 to 6 open trades at all times. And as I'm closing out trades for profits, I'll be opening new ones. And I usually have a pipeline of about 5 or 6 open trades that are constantly, closing for profit, opening new ones, kind of like a nice cycle there. So there's always action going on. Now that would be in the premium section, and each coach has their own section. But like I say, if you want to just join the free section and come hang out with us every week, you're more than happy, and we'd be happy to have you. But yeah, it doesn't look like we have any more questions. So guess I'll go ahead and end the stream. But like I said, if anyone wants to come hang out and join our group, Swinging Bull, PB Alerts, free link in the description to our free section. And I look forward to meeting everybody. Cheers.